to cut that half right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We're ready for the grand finals of this weekly Rocket Rush series. $100 prize pool on the line, and we've got a rematch between 90% and ZAVE Esports. Bandyman, tell me, how you feeling about this one?
I'm feeling pretty good. I always love seeing runbacks in grand finals, and I mean, from just when we watched the winners finals of these two teams play each other already, I mean, 90% was relentless. And when I'm talking about their teamwork is great, and then games 1 and 2 went a little bit back and forth, and then game 3, when it came down to it, just a little tiny mistakes on the ZAVE Esports side gave 90% the opportunity to get those go ahead goals and take game 3. So now, I mean, coming off the series with fellas, ZAVE's really got it cooking. I mean, Sawufi with the 4 goals in game 2, looking to take that performance and bring it into this grand finals. I'm looking forward to seeing how these two teams replay each other and what adjustments ZAVE's going to make to really get the edge over 90%.
Yeah, absolutely. What did you learn from the last time you played? What did you learn from that losers finals if you're ZAVE Esports? And on the side of 90%, Gengar was the man to watch out for that squad. He was absolutely phenomenal. He was the one that stepped up. He scored 4 goals in one game for the side of 90%. And you look at ZAVE Esports, they have slow starts. Well, you're down 1-0 to start this off because you came from the loser's side. 90% has a 1-0 lead, and you need to win 3 games in order to get this done. ZAVE Esports, you can't afford to start slow like you've been doing. You need to make sure you come out and steal away game 1. That way you can tie things up. And then it's a 0-0. Then it's just like these best of 3s you've been playing, and you'll feel a little bit more confident.
Oh, absolutely. And that's what wow, word salad there. That's what I expect them to do here going into game 1. I mean, they really ended off really kind of get into a rhythm with playing aggressive Rocket League against fellas. I mean, going up for seemingly every challenge, really attacking them in the air. And I expect to see that same kind of adjustment here. If it can really get that front foot forward on 90% and get the leg up on offense and put the pressure on 90% early, I expect to see the same kind of results we really saw in the losers finals.
Yeah, absolutely. 90%, like you said, though, absolutely relentless. Once they get that offensive production starting to cook, they're able to starve you out of the boost. Next thing you know, it's just shot after shot after shot, and eventually that defense breaks. That's something that you need to make sure you're aware of. You can't allow them to get that pressure over towards your side for too long, or next thing you know, they are good enough to make sure it goes through the back of the net. ZAVE Esports, can you answer the call here in this grand finals? You've been here, I believe it's at least once, if not twice, you've been to the grand finals. You've never won. 90%, you haven't won either, but you're looking to get your first one on the board, and you've made a dominant showing of that. So who will step up in these final moments of this bracket? Who will be that difference maker? Will it be Gengar again? And for the side of ZAVE Esports, I'm looking at Sawufi to be that difference maker once again.
Absolutely. I mean, and one thing I really want to, and we got a little bit of a name change again. Huge shout out to the production crew to make it having all this come together and working as well as it has tonight to show off. I mean, to really bring you all this whole tournament. And again, and big shout out, man. This is my first round on the call too, and it's been absolutely amazing. Loving the crew that's been helping out here and really allowing the opportunity to let me do this. It's been great doing this, but we're looking forward to an amazing grand finals coming up here shortly.
Yeah, very, very shortly. Kenzo said ZAVE is the Bills ? I think that's hilarious because it's so true as of right now. We'll see if they can finally get the championship under their belt. 90% Prozac will now be PZ, just as an update. That's not a player change, just a name change, just so everyone knows. But the side of 90%, it wasn't just Gengar that could get it done. Anon, Prozac, and Gengar, it was a team effort. They do a phenomenal job, and they're going to look to do that once more as Game 1 kicks off of this grand finals. Don't forget, 1-0 lead for 90%. Pressure already looming for the side of 90% on the, or for the side of ZAVE Esports on that goal line.
Now, as we got a little bit of a field change as well, going to Champions Field at night. A little bit of a change of pace here. We got to be special here for the grand finals as PZ now working near the corner, still hanging on up the side of 90%. PZ going up for the challenge. Not going to get it though, but again, Sith there for the recovery. Able to get the steal. Gengar now pushing forward, not going to go. He's going to get demoed near the net, but still hanging out on 90%, or on, I'm sorry, on a ZAVE side of the field. And now,
a quick note for production, the colors up top and the colors that they are, I don't believe, match up. 90% is going to be the squad in purple, just so we know. Just don't get confused there. The squad in orange, excuse me. So now Reeker pushing over towards this side will be not going to be able to find anything there. Trix and Anon. Oh, he changed his name to Trix and Anon now. So that will be the push. Started to go over towards the blue half. Nobody able to find a goal early here. This has been a better start for ZAVE Esports than a lot of their game ones. So maybe they did make some adjustments here.
As now Gengar going to try to challenge on the wall and looking to get his brand of offense started, not going to go though. It's going to be stolen by Sith for the shot on goal. Not going to go. Swoofy there for the rebound, and it's going to go. ZAVE Esports coming out hot here in game 2, technically, because they were on the winner's side, they do 90% does get an advantage here in grand finals, but technically game 2, ZAVE Esports taking the 1-0 lead with about 3:30 left to go in the game.
Will be Gengar there to collect. Just going to air dribble it towards the center, off the ceiling. Can you get it past Reeker? You will. Trix and Anon tries to put a shot on. Just going to be wide, but it'll go right back to him. How many touches can you get? Well, Swoofy is there to get the block instead. Pressure still here. Gengar, what can you find? You try to pass it over to PZ. Prozac will not be able to find it. Reeker, great job at playing defense there. Sith goes up. He's got low boost, nothing there. Wave dashes to try to get there early, but Swoofy, his teammate, is able to show up in time. So back towards that orange half we go, and this is dangerous. No, PZ able to put it to the corner, make things a little bit less hectic.
Sith now in control of the ball, but Trix and Anon going to get the double demo. Now Swoofy in control, trying to clear it away, but no, PZ able to get the steal, trying to keep it on near the net, but Sith with the air dribble, going for a little bit of a pinch, but it's still going to stick on their side of the field. Reeker now going up top. Gengar bumping him away. Trix and Ano able to get in control, trying to rebound it off the wall, but it's going to be stolen by Sith, and now he's on the attack. 2v1, 1v2 situation. It's a pass over the middle, intended for Reeker. Not going to go, but he's there trying to get it back to the center on the pinch. Going to bounce up near the net. No one able to take advantage though, but Trix and Ano clearing it to the corner. Reeker there for the control. Now it's going to go down to Sith. He's going to be in control of it. One-on-one. Flipping it over, and he's going to get the one-on-one. Sith looking like prime Allen Iverson, crossing him over. Solo goal and putting ZAVE Esports up 2-0.
So hard for PZ there on that shadow defense when you know that he can. There's so many options that he can do, and he just puts it top bin. So a 2-0 lead, a minute 53 seconds left. Can you find a comeback? We saw this happen with 90% the last time, and that's going to be Gengar answering the call. He's able to find a very quick goal to make sure they're only one goal back here in game 1, and Prozac is able to find the demo to make things a bit easier.
That's what we were talking about. I mean, you give 90% any kind of momentum, or you give them any kind of opening opportunity, they're gonna just capitalize on it to the absolute maximum that they can, and lo and behold, now they're only down a goal with about a minute 40 left to go, and Reeker already on the offensive there for ZAVE Esports, but it's quickly intercepted by PZ, and now they're looking at another opportunity, possibly off the pass from Gengar. Is going to be looking for Trix in the nose. Sith trying to challenge, but Trix playing patient, able to get it on the descent. No shot opportunity, though, going to come out here for 90%, but it's now working in ZAVE's favor. Gengar with the air dribble, trying to pass it to PZ. He does, but it's intercepted by Reeker. Now trying to push to 90% side of the field. It's going to be Sith. Air dribbling toward the middle, but it's intercepted and cleared away by Trix. Now Reeker, though, on the intercept from the wall. Both teams going back and forth, just trying to gain any kind of leg up they can on each other. So Woofy there with the pass, trying to get it to the wall, maybe set up for one of his teammates. Not going to go. Trix in her nose, going to stay in control. Flipping toward it, trying to set it up, but it's going to be cleared away by ZAVE Esports. Reeker now on the attack, working toward the corner. It's going to be in possession of 90%. PZ now with the air dribble, going for the pass to Trix down the middle. Not going to go, just off the top left corner. And now we're under 30 seconds to play. PZ on the shot. Not going to go either. Saved by ZAVE Esports. And Trix trying to just keep it on that side of the field, just keep the opportunities coming for 90%. But it's Sith with the shot. Not going to go. Great save by ZAVE. But PZ on the attack. He's air dribbling, trying to get an opportunity. 10 seconds on the clock. Reeker going up for the challenge. Not going to go. Now working toward midfield. In the air. 90% with one opportunity. Trix in a no, but Sith's going to deny it. And ZAVE Esports taking game 2 here in Grand Finals.
ZAVE Esports, you needed to get this game 1, game 2, when you count that advantage, and you do exactly that. You tie things up, you make sure it's a 1-1 series, and now it's like it's all zeroed out. You just have to win the next 2. Who can get the best? Who can win this best of 3 like you've been doing? Last time 90% came out on top. ZAVE Esports looking to do it this time. And throughout that first game, ZAVE Esports looked to be the aggressors for most of it. 90%. You had a couple great counterattacks, but it felt like you were on the back foot a lot of that game 1.
Yeah, and I mean, with ZAVE Esports, when they're taking the game plan that they had that brought them the losers finals win right into grand finals. I mean, the aggression from that set is on full display here, where they're going for every challenge. They're trying to make sure that 90% just doesn't have, they can't keep control of the ball for long. It's either it's going to get stolen, they're going to be challenged on every play. They're not going to get really anything for free. And with ZAVE, that playing at their rhythm, playing at that pace, it's only in their favor. And right now, 90% kind of looking a little bit on the back foot, like you were saying. And now, as we're going tied 1-1 in grand finals, looking to see how 90% kind of adjusts to see this new pace that ZAVE seems to be playing at.
Yeah, absolutely. 90%. Can you make the adjustments now? Do you have an answer for the offensive firepower that is ZAVE Esports? Well, you had a close shot at it. You put that one just wide, and that would have tied things up. So you have it in you. You just need it to go your way this time around. Either side wants to get this advantage. It'll get you to 1 game away from winning this grand finals. In game 2, let's kick things off here as both sides are tied 1-1.
We got great news coming in from the production side. We've actually never had a team from the losers bracket come out and win a Nameless tournament. So, I mean, ZAVE Esports looking to not only get their first gold medal here in a Nameless tournament, but to do it from the losers side and be the first one in Nameless history to do so.
See if they can do exactly that. Will be just dangerous in the corner. Gengar able to send this towards the center. A demo comes in. Reeker will have to spawn back up. So Woofy tries to leave it for a teammate, but instead PZ is there. Sith gets the demo off the corner. Should be back to Trix. No, it's going to go over to Woofy. That's going to be a shot on. No, it's too high. Just barely missed. The counterattack already looming. Can you get there in time with your PZ? You will not. Sith's able to get the touch. Get it past 2. Now Gengar sends it up. Trix tries to get a touch. So Woofy's there instead. So the counterattack once more over towards that orange hat. Minute in, no one able to score quite yet, but both sides not from a lack of effort.
As they're now working on ZAVE Esports side of the field, now pushing forward, or you're going up to the wall and set up for an opportunity, and Reeker's gonna take it. ZAVE Esports getting the first goal here of game 3, a series tied 1 apiece off the assist from Woofy. They take an early lead here in game 3, and they're already starting off high.
Where Gengar was so good the last time they played, this time that was a mistake that allowed that goal to go through for ZAVE Esports. You got to clean those up if you want to win here. Will be The side will be over towards this blue half. Reeker has to go up early. He's able to get it past Gengar. Now Sawufi goes up as well. A miscommunication. Trix should have an open net. He's trying to put it on, and will anyone get back? Oh, Sith was there hiding from me. He's able to get the save. Great job from ZAVE Esports to keep that out of the net. PZ air dribbles it towards the center. Sawufi has to go up. Trix and Unknown is able to get the touch, keep things looming over towards this side, but Sith is able to get the touch and will reset this attack over towards that blue half.
3 minutes, a little over 3 minutes left to go here in game 3. Now working around Zave's side of the field. Sith going up, trying to gain control. Reeker there for the pass, there for the intercept. We're gonna bounce around the front of the net. Trix going up. Sith looking to challenge, and he is. Good anticipation on the float, but still trying to work it to get it out of their corner onto 90% side of the field. And Sawufi in the corner, trying to go up off the wall. It's going to be Trix air dribbling. They got to get back off the tip of the car. And again, there's the aggression. Sith going up the challenge, bumping him away, losing possession. But BZ ready for the shot, but no. So was ZAVE on the save here in game 3. Oh my goodness, the defense is absolutely immaculate. But as I say that, Trix in a no, taking advantage. Ball not really being controlled by anyone, but off the pass from PZ. Trix gonna take advantage of the pandemonium and tie it up at 1 apiece.
And that's the 90% that we know and love. They just do not relent. They continue shot after shot after shot. Eventually one will go in, and that time it does. You tie things up 1-1, and now you can calm down a little bit, try to get that lead, because you haven't had one yet. Now, you're starting to push forward. You're able to get it past 2. It's going to be Reeker who's back, able to get a great touch. So Woofy is the next one up, but PZ is able to find one. Now a save has to come in from Trix and an O right over to Sawufi. He'll put it off the back wall. PZ goes up, looking to air dribble it past one more. Gets the bump on Reeker instead. Trix and an O leaves it up for a teammate. Gengar doesn't want to jump too early for that and just allows Sith to take this. So a minute 43 left to play, all tied up. Who can find the next goal to take the lead?
Gang, good job from PZ, leaving it for Gengar to clear, and now 90% on the attack. We're still working on Zave's side of the field, but Reeker there on the intercept, trying to get something happen. It's gonna go off the post. Sith there for the rebound. Going off the top of the wall, he's going for it, not gonna go. Great defense out of 90%, but it's still in Zave's favor. Working on their side of the field, but just gotta clear it away, and Gengar is gonna be the one to do it. Able to get it over Sith, trying to get the shot off. Reeker there for the clear. Might have been a little right on the post, but better safe than sorry, says Reeker. Now Sawufi on the challenge is going to be intercepted. Now 90% on the attack, both hitting the crossbar. But a dangerous position here for ZAVE. Sawufi going up, able to clear it, stays in control, gets to Hundo. All the momentum in the world, pitching it to the middle, trying to pass it to his teammate. Not going to go. Reeker there on the intercept there from the counter attack from 90%, as we're 40 seconds to play here to go in game 3. There's a shot attempt. Reeker there for the save, as is the reliable goalkeeper in Sith. Working near the wall, trying to get to the middle. Sawufi going up, is still going to go off the back wall. Now under 30 seconds. Reeker on the wall, trying to hand it off to the middle, but it's going to be challenged and cleared by PZ.
So Woofy looking to collect. No, Sith is able to get the touch. Goes past one. Trix and an O. Last back. PZ's there as well. Almost gets the double tap goal, but just a bit high. And now Reeker will fake that touch. Sith should have the shot, and that's going to be wide open. Sith will score. ZAVE Esports take the lead with 3 seconds left. Everyone involved in that play faking shots, just keeping the side of 90% on their toes. And ZAVE Esports looking to take a 1-game lead here in this series, where they once were 1 game down.
3 seconds left. Anything can happen. They're trying to keep it up in the air. Reeker immediately challenging, saying, no, this is hitting the ground. We're taking a 1-game lead and just 1 game away from taking the tournament.
1 game indeed. And now the script has flipped. 90% has their backs against the wall, where it was the side of ZAVE Esports in the first time they played. 90%. Can you muster this up? Can you find a way to fight your way back into this series? You have to win 2 games, but you can't think about that second one. You just got to worry about this game 4 here. And it's just been, you've had a good offense, but ZAVE Esports has just had more control. I feel like 90%, you've been doing a lot of these team plays. You've been doing a lot of things right. It's the little things, these little mistakes. We saw Gengar miss a big one that led to a goal, whereas when ZAVE Esports made a big mistake, they had Sith back to make the save. You got to clean those things up. We'll see if they can do exactly that here in Game 4.
So now in Game 4, ZAVE looking to make Nameless tournament history, being the first team to do it from the losers bracket. In case you can't hear that, I was knocking on wood. PZ on the challenge though from 90%. Set up for Tricks Center. No, not gonna go. What a save from ZAVE Esports. My goodness. Able to still get it near the corner. 90% still on the attack. They still need to clear it away from their side of the field, and Sith with the air dribble. Trying to go. Gengar gonna challenge, but Sawufi there for the retaliation. And again, this whole series has been a game of counterattack, counterattack, counterattack. Can you counter their counter? As it's Weaker moving near the wall, Tricks able to kind of send a little bit of a shot off toward the goal, but Sawufi's gonna dribble it in the air. Ooh, the accidental bump on Sith, going for it, but still able to make it in time off the wall. Oh my goodness, almost fell into the corner, but it sets up perfectly for Reeker to take the first goal of Game 4.
Sith, a phenomenal job there. The double tap off the post, and Reeker is just, the chemistry is there. He's able to find the goal, reads it to perfection. You take the 1-0 lead, and 90% on the back foot once more. They have just lived here throughout this series, and now your backs are against the wall. You have no more games to drop, and that's going to be another shot close to on net, but just a bit wide. Tricks in a no is able to get back in order to clear it out momentarily. PZ sends it up. Sith is back, should be able to make an easy clear happen, and he will. Another touch, so we'll go over towards this orange corner. PZ got to play this safe, and he will. He'll pass it over to Tricks in a no to try to set up some kind of team play. PZ goes for some bumps. We'll be able to get the touch, sends it towards the center, so Woofy dives in, gets the steal. Trying to put it towards the center for his teammates. Instead, will just be back and forth. No one with great control quite yet.
Gengar now trying to get it in control. It's given up to PZ, but Sawufi there for the intercept. Tricks in a no. Nice, keeping it near the wall, trying to keep it out of Zave's hands, but Reeker, he does not care. Trying to get that shot on goal. Not going to go though, but Sawufi trying to control with the air dribble, but Tricks in a no for the retaliation. What a save by Reeker, getting to the goal in time. Great anticipation, and now ZAVE Esports flipping that momentum around, going back on offense. Tricks in a no with the air dribble though. Sawufi going up the challenge as he has this entire set. Sith now in control, but it's going to be given up to Gengar. He's going to try to work it near the corner. Good defense coming out of the Pokemon, but Tricks in a no going near the wall. Trying to feed it to midfield, but it's going to be intercepted by Sawufi. Now Reeker working toward midfield. It's passed by Sith. Maybe trying to get it looking near the corner, but they're going to clear it away. But again, still holding on to this 1-goal lead as we're getting near the critical time of under 2 minutes here in Game 4. But the shot's going to go up off the back wall. Not going to go. PZ looking to air dribble it out.
Sends it down to Gengar, puts it towards the corner. Will be PZ, no. Tricks in a no, who was able to get the touch, but nothing comes from it. Reeker sends it towards the orange half, makes another touch to get it past the defense. Tricks in a no gets bumped. This is scary for now. Tricks in a no, you have to play this well over the defense, and Sawufi scores for the second goal for ZAVE Esports, and that may have been the dagger as we're in the last minute or so of this game number 4. 90%. What do you have? Can you make the 2-0 comeback?
Ooh, just going right over the hood of Gengar, hitting right perfectly on the left side of the net. But again, little under 2 minutes, still got a minute 53, still plenty of time, and Gengar almost about to reduce the time. But Tricks in a no now challenging. Now as the ball's working toward midfield, it's PZ. Challenging it, Gengar gonna gain control, working near the wall. Keeping it out of Zave's hands, but Sith there for the interception on the shot attempt. Gengar saying right back at you. We're going right back to your side of the field. Now Sith popping it up, almost set it up for 90%, but it's going to be cleared away. Gengar now trying to control it, popping it off the wall. Again, great anticipation, great accuracy on these shots, but Sawufi trying to steal a goal away as he was trying to control it in the air, but now Reeker on the attack. It's still hanging out around 90% side of the field as we're now under a minute here in regulation. And Swoopy, you brought the dagger. I think that's a little bit of a twisting of it here in grand finals. ZAVE Esports taking a 3-0 lead in grand finals. Less than a minute remaining left in the game. It's going to be a very uphill battle for 90%.
Not impossible, just improbable for 90%. What can you find? Can you bring yourself back with 54 seconds? Well, that's going to be slow push there. Reeker gets a bump, and now it's going to be left for Sawufi. Will be Gengar able to get the touch and able to keep it out for now. 45 seconds, and that is looming for this 90% squad. Tricks in a no, looking to get a bump. Will not be able to find it. Great defense here from ZAVE Esports. Gengar goes up, so Wolfie just sends it out, and time dwindling away. You feel every second if you're 90%. You know how dire it is, and now you need a goal every 10 seconds if you want to come back, but it's just the counterattack coming in for ZAVE Esports instead. Will be a good look there. Not going to be able to find it. 18 seconds. Sith can you clear it out? Gengar gets a touch, but that's going to be over the net. PZ can't find it. Tricks in a no, tries his hand at it. The shot will be trying to go on. He gets the reset, but that should be it. The side of ZAVE Esports have finally done it, and that will be 90% leaving as well. ZAVE Esports, congratulations. You are our weekly Rocket Rush champions.
Congratulations to ZAVE Esports. I mean, we're running out the clock here. Trying to keep the ball in. Hey, 90% get one on the board from PZ there in crunch time. So we still got a little bit of game to go. Again, like you said, like not impossible, but improbable. But actually, no, it is impossible. 3-1, ZAVE takes it, and they make Nameless history. Not only getting their first Nameless tournament win, but doing it from the loser's side as well, getting their run back against 90%.
Yeah, the first time ever for ZAVE Esports here on this weekly Rocket Rush series. You do it from the losers bracket, another first, and then ZAVE Esports. I don't think you have a gold medal for your organization quite yet. That could be wrong, but I believe that's the case. So congratulations on your first. You get that $100 prize pool as well. So everything looking up for ZAVE Esports. A lot of credit to 90% as well, as they made their way through the winner's side of the bracket. They did a phenomenal job. We hope to see them back in these weekly tournaments because they are competitors. They're a team to watch out for going forward, but today wasn't their day. Instead, finally, it was ZAVE's time to shine. And with them winning, I mean, maybe the Bills will win as well.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I would hope so. I got Josh Allen on my fantasy team, dude.
Yeah.
like, I need him to do well.
Yeah.
But I mean, you got the Bills, my Tennessee Titans. I mean, what can I say? We're not. Yeah. There's not much to say about the Titans.
Well, for that car contest, that car design contest, we're going to take an hour to vote on everything, make sure we know which one we like the best, and then it will be decided. So make sure you look out for that in the Discord for who won that contest. You'll get a $50 prize if you had the best car. There was a lot of good ones. I did take a peek before I hopped in as the casters. A big shout out to production as well as the other two casters before us. It has been a phenomenal Saturday of Rocket League action. And ZAVE Esports, congratulations. You finally done it. You are our champions. Bandyman, you got anything else left to say before we get out of here?
That's it. Really just huge shout outs to the production crew, making sure all of this went over smoothly. Y'all were able to enjoy the Nameless Rocket League Esports Rocket Rush weekly series. And again, for my first broadcast being on it, again, had a lot of fun. Again, crew was awesome, production was awesome, just an amazing broadcast all around. Like, for all the help on the production side, make sure everything ran smoothly. Y'all did a fantastic job. And shout out to the Twitch chat as well, being engaging, getting really invested in the sports. I mean, we saw messages rooting for their favorite teams, root for their favorite players. Great job by everybody all around.
Great job indeed. We appreciate you for showing up and showing out for all the viewers as well as all the players. We look forward to seeing you all again next weekend on Saturday when we have our next weekly Rocket Rush action. But for now, that's going to be it for us on this Saturday. So have yourselves a great night. Have yourselves what's up?
Real quick. We're getting a big request from the Twitch chat. They want you to do the roar. They want you to do the roar one time.
Do the roar. I don't know if I have a roar. I got this costume today at last minute because I knew I was casting. So I mean, we can just roar. That's gonna be my roar. But that's gonna be it for us. That was terrible from me. But have yourselves a great night. We appreciate you, and have yourselves a good one. That's it for us. We'll see you next time.